Finding Your Way with Ocular Melanoma. Join me, host Tara McCannell, as I share with you everything I know about ocular melanoma. I hope you will learn, get your questions answered, and be motivated to empower your healing and to live your best life. Visit my resource page, sayhart.com/ocular melanoma. That's SEYHART.com/ocular melanoma for more content and support. Spread the word, let people you know understand what is available for you to better get a hold of this rare cancer. I encourage you to even share with your ocular oncologists, other people in the field who might have access to people who need help, who can do better with support, and spreading the word can help make this information more easy to find for others. Today, I want to talk a little bit about my journey to navigating ocular melanoma. What is navigating ocular melanoma? Well, this is a group support program that I personally run. How this works is that those who are interested in getting more engaged, leaning in to their diagnosis, can work with me for 2 hours a week. And in these sessions, I will share with you everything that you need to know. Who might benefit from this program? I get a lot of questions about, well, how does this work? Isn't this information covered in my appointments? Well, in your medical appointments, as ophthalmologists, your ocular oncologist will be evaluating your eye. He or she will also give you additional information about your cancer, help you understand where you are at. And then there isn't a lot of time to go into the detail that I think is important to develop a deep understanding of your condition. I have learned through my years of research in health psychology that people do best the more information they know. The better you understand your disease, the better you understand your cancer. What does it affect? Why do I have these symptoms? Why did I get this? And more importantly, what can I do about it? If people could truly understand how this affects them and why it affects them in close to the way that their medical team does, this results in tremendous benefit for people, not only on an understanding standpoint, but for mental and emotional health. We know that the more people engage in their ocular melanoma, the lower we see anxiety, depression, various mental health conditions that permeate our everyday because we don't quite understand what's going on and we're confused. And what actually happens is that many people who have ocular melanoma and are suddenly finding themselves in this unknown landscape will simply do what's easiest. And what I've learned is that people will absorb the impressions and attitude of their medical team. And unfortunately, in ophthalmology, because most of you are treated by ocular oncologists who deal with the eyes and vision, ocular melanoma can be very devastating because it's true that people can lose some of their vision, and we don't have cures and we can't completely prevent metastatic disease. And so we get a lot of the feeling from our ocular oncologists that your vision may be lost, that you will have trouble in your life, and we don't have good treatments if the disease spreads. So if these are the thoughts and the feelings that you are taking on as you enter this journey of ocular melanoma, that doesn't leave you with a lot of tools to thrive and to make the most of this. And during my career, I have seen people who take on the attitude of their doctors, where they're very upset because one eye doesn't see well and the vision is slowly getting lost. There are other ways to approach this, and there are other ways to view how this cancer is affecting you. Although nobody wants a diagnosis of cancer, there are so many ways that we can still live and thrive and get benefit from our lives and still be in a positive place. And through my years of treating many patients with ocular melanoma, I have seen incredible results. I have seen patients who come back to me and tell me a few years later that getting ocular melanoma was one of the best things that has ever happened. You may wonder, how can this be? But I've seen it many times now. This is not a rare thing. And how do we get to this place? A lot of it is in understanding, helping, and getting support with managing some of the uncertainties that are part of a cancer diagnosis. And not only that, but having the expert guidance of somebody who has seen this over and over and over over more than a couple of decades. There's so much that I have to give and to share. And as I move along in my career, what I find the most rewarding is not just treating the cancers and making the diagnosis, but helping people get through this and helping people do great with this condition. Because I've seen it, and there are so many ways and things that people can think about as options that are available. We don't always have to go down the most negative path. And sometimes when we go to the internet or we go get information, not a lot of it is positive. But there are so many ways that this can be an opportunity to be your best self, to really address things that have been going on in your life up to the point of getting this diagnosis. And there are alternative ways to think about this. And by allowing ourselves to be open minded and to adopt other ways of thinking, we can completely change our lives. I've done a lot of work, not only in my own experience in ocular oncology, but with the benefit and opportunity that I've had to work with our health psychology team and to really delve into how we deal with things as people. There are so many options. There's never just one way. And my goal is in this program is to help people and give people hope and show you that there are positive ways that we can deal with an unexpected diagnosis. And also to help share with you that, losing some of your vision isn't the worst thing in the world. And also that there are so many ways that our bodies and brains cope with this so that it doesn't have to be a devastating problem. I am not doubting, and I am definitely not saying that losing vision or having a risk to life because of cancer is a good thing at all. I am saying that there are different ways that we can be guided to see this and to see how this is in our life. Because by changing how we view something, it changes how we feel about it. And I have learned that how we feel about anything that we show up to in life determines the rest of our life. If we go into something and we feel insecure and anxious and we feel in a sense of devastation, that is going to change how we behave. And that's going to change the actions that we take. And it's going to change what happens to us. If we can go into a situation with hope, with possibility, with knowing that we can change how we think and approach a subject, anything is possible. So, navigating ocular melanoma is a very intense experience where you have homework, where I will be meeting with you to talk about what progress you have made week after week. And there are people who are with us together, a bunch of people who have this and are going through this, and sharing everybody's experience can enrich our own. There is so much that I've learned, and it is what I want to do to pass this off to people, because there are ways that people can thrive with cancer, with any disease. We just need a little bit of help getting there. So the tools that I plan to teach in this support program will help you gain more confidence, feel more in control about things going on in your life. Because getting a new diagnosis of ocular melanoma is a jolt. It shakes us. And suddenly, I want to say that even though it's not a pleasant thing, it is an opportunity to reevaluate everything in your life, not just your eyes and your vision, but your health. What are you doing to improve your health, both mind and body? Because it's not just our physical health that determines how well people do, it's your mental and emotional health as well. What are you doing to support these things? There are many things that people can do to proactively improve all components of their health. And this is what we talk about in detail and how it relates exactly to your situation. So consider this opportunity to take time where you will be accountable for doing the work in this small program. And I am excited to see the change that will happen if you give this a chance. Yes, I love treating patients with ocular melanoma because I have a tremendous amount of experience and knowledge from being in this field, but it's the things that people have taught me about how to live with this that I think is the most impactful, and that where I feel I can give the most back to people who have this. Yes, I can fix your eye, but I can help you view the rest of your life in a way that is abundant, that you have many things to look forward to, and there are so many possibilities with what we can do by making a few small changes in your mind, body, and spirit health, because everything matters. And if you have questions about this, please reach out to me. It is one of my missions to get this out to as many people as possible so that more people can benefit. So, Navigating Ocular Melanoma, our next cohort starts January 4th, 2026. Please check out our resource page. You can find information on how to enroll if this is something that you're ready for. And if you're kind of on the fence and you're not sure this is for you or you have some doubts, I'm also hosting a Zoom open house for this. And that is going to be on Sunday, December 7th, 2025, at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please check the notes and you'll be able to see links where you can sign up. I look forward to meeting you, answering your questions, maybe dispelling myths that you might have, but I want to be available to help you on this journey in the best way that I have seen people can be helped. Thank you so much.